Oh boy. Where do I start with this one? Uh, so, this is The Treasure Planet. Not to be mistaken with the, 2002, Treasure Planet movie from Disney. So yeah, that's like 20 years after this, and I only saw that one once years ago, and I liked it, but I've heard a lot of people come out since then and admit that they really like that movie. I guess I'll get to that one in good time, but I guess for now I'm talking about this thing that I just watched. Yeah, so this is directed by Rumen Petkov. Again, pronouncing these names best I can, but he is a Bulgarian artist. Let's see. And looking through his work over the years, I think this might have been. Hold on. Let's see. This might have been his first, or at least his first, like, animated work. And he actually moved on to some pretty legitimate cartoons afterward. Like various Peanuts cartoons. Let's see. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. That's not a great example, but the animation of that one isn't terrible. And then, let's see. All Real Monsters, Duckman, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, I Am Weasel, Mike Lou and Og, and the new Woody Woodpecker Show. And then apparently helped work on Hey Arnold, the Jungle movie. So it looks like his career did fine. But yeah, this early work of his is not the best example. Yeah. I guess we'll just get right into this. Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. It's basically Treasure Planet in space. Just like the Disney one, and yeah. Well, I mean, instead of Jim Hawkins, the main character's named Philippe. I don't know if that name has any kind of like significance from the original story, but everybody else has the exact same name they had in the book. Commander Smollett, Long John Silver, etc., etc. Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of there's obviously some creative liberties they took with this one, besides the whole space thing. And I guess I'll start by acknowledging the better aspects of the movie. First of all, there actually are some creative, like, creature and machine designs in this. There's various, like, vehicles, various monsters, etc. And, they got very creative designs. There's even some pretty cool effects. And, I watched the English dub. The voice actors I didn't think were half bad. In fact, apparently, I didn't find this out until after I watched it, but apparently Bryan Cranston voiced our main character. He was obviously very young at the time, and this is probably before even that other movie I reviewed earlier that he was in, because because that dub came out a few years afterward. But so yeah, the voice acting wasn't bad, and at least based on the dub I watched, there were a few mildly amusing jokes in there. Like, the comedy wasn't half bad. But yeah, that being said, there, I guess pretty much there's two aspects to this movie that really drag it back for me, and yeah, those aspects are the character animation and the editing. They are a friggin' mess. Like, okay, so I guess starting with the characters, like, the way the characters move is just completely off. They're like jittering around the whole time when they're moving, and, when they talk, their mouths are just flapping. I mean, I guess it might have been synced up okay to, like, the original dub, but yeah, to this dub, obviously it was completely off. But yeah, like, they would jitter around, they would, like, their heads would randomly grow out of proportion, and they'd make, like, these bizarre faces, their eyes would bulge out. It is quite disturbing. And let's see. And yeah, the editing does not help matters. Like, half the time you're gonna have trouble following what the hell's going on. Like, the camera will just jump around various shots, and, like, you'll have no idea what the hell you're looking at. Or even if you do, you'll have no idea why the hell they cut to that at that moment. It's just, my God, it's like, I would not recommend this movie to epileptics. I'm sure there's some there were some flashing lights in there, but most of all, like, the way they, jump around, like, shots, the way the characters, like, yeah, it's just a mess. It's like, yeah, I would probably say, like, it is the worst animation I've looked at so far. I mean, at least with the characters and the editing. I mean, yeah, again, there were some good shots in there. Or, some good effects, some good designs. There were some, the slower parts weren't half bad. It's when they're, like, jumping around, being all, yeah, just, oh, man. I got a friggin' migraine watching this. Yeah, and obviously I'm not the only one, and, I've read various comments about it. I see that a few people have already reviewed this movie, including, Saber Spark, Electric Dragon, aka Animat, and, Tennille Flowers. Yeah, so, I haven't watched any of those videos yet, but I'm sure their, opinions on the animation and stuff is not far off from what I said. Here's another thing, like, the expressions, the facial expressions, most of the time they're just static expressions. They don't even change, they don't even change expressions most of the time. There's a few moments where they'll, bulge their face out or whatever, but, yeah. Most of the time they just all look very, like, impassive and bored, and at least when they're just talking. Yeah. So, And, in the end, like, I think the direction they took the story with, like, restoring planet Earth, I mean, I'd probably argue that it was, like, tonally confused, like, because most of the time this movie is, like, very, it goes for a very satirical angle on things. In fact, there are quite a few moments where they break the fourth wall, and, there's a friggin' Mickey Mouse cameo at the end, and then there's also part way into it where we just randomly go back in time, and, the ship they're on turns into a sail, or, a pirate. You know what I mean? Victor, not Victorian. They go back to the era of the original Treasure Island story, and their spaceship turns into a sailboat, and yeah, they, I guess, turn into their original characters. Philippe is suddenly named Jim Hawkins, but yet the commander calls him, or he briefly slips up as like a joke, I guess, calls him Philippe, and then corrects himself that he meant Jim. Yeah. And, they even bring up, like, the original book. He says something like, "We're in the time of Treasure Island" by Robert Louis Stevenson. It's like, oh boy. Like, this movie, I don't think it really figures out what exactly it wants to be. Because, like, one moment it'll be, like, over the top, weird and bizarre satire, and then the next, they try to, ram in this, important story about saving the Earth, because, it's the future. The Earth is turned into, like, this mechanical wasteland. Yeah, but, spoiler alert, they save it in the end with the magic from this, giant crystal. Yeah, this was a bit of an experience. Can't say I liked it. I did not like it. But there's elements that I liked. Yeah. This could have been pretty good. It could have been. Yeah. But yeah, because of the terrible editing and character facial animations and everything, the jitteriness of it all, the tonal confusion, all those issues, I really can't say this movie did very well. And, I know this movie has its fans. In fact, there's some, like, really crazy positive reviews on IMDb for this film. But yeah, me personally, this is a 4 out of 10 movie. It could have been lower if not for the better aspects. And, honestly, if it was, yeah, if all this stuff I've been criticizing has been better done, this could have been like a 7, yeah. So, yeah, this was a trip. Like, yeah, literally like an LSD trip. So, yeah, not a good movie, but definitely interesting. I personally do not recommend it, but if any of my criticisms about it might actually sound like something you want to experience, knock yourself out, literally. Just feel free to watch it until you're unconscious. Yeah. So, as usual, if there's anything else I feel I need to add, because, there's quite a bit to unpack about this film, I'll put it in the comments, and I guess I will go ahead and leave it at that for now. Mash it and smash it, signing off.